So, last weekend actually was a big weekend in my family. My youngest son graduated from high school. Thank you. So, now I have all adults, which is wonderful. And I decided to throw him a big party last week, Memorial Weekend. And, I put out the announcements, the invites, and, my 83-year-old dad was coming from Iowa, which was a miracle because he's got a plate in his leg with 4 screws that's holding his femur together. He's got a brace on his ankle, he's got a pacemaker, he's got arthritis in his back and his hips, he's hard of hearing, and he's losing his memory. But he's also got a wife that's 25 years younger than he is. And she said, oh no, he's coming. I am putting him on a plane from Des Moines to Denver by himself, so she needed a break. So he was coming. My brother was driving out from Omaha. My ex-husband has 10 siblings. They were all coming with their families. We were having friends come. My son sent out a snap to probably 100 teenagers with all the deeds. So I was like, oh shit, this is getting big. This is going to be a big party. If you ever need to do home improvements around your house, throw a party. Because you start looking at your house differently. I'm looking around like, I need to turn this place around. I got 3 weeks. Look at all this clutter. Does my house smell? You don't smell your own house. And the reason for that scientifically is because smell is for alerting you of danger. And your house is your safe place. And, you can't smell your own funk because you're in it. But once you go to other people's houses, you can smell it. There are 3 ways that you can figure out what your own house smells like. First of all is invite someone over that you've never had at your house before and just watch their face when they walk in the door. Or you can ask a really trusted friend, like, hey, come over, tell me how my house smells. And then the third thing is, and you can do this tonight, is once you get to your front door, jump up and down, do some jumping jacks, get your heart racing, and then open up your door and give a big whiff. That will probably tell you how your house smells, which is important to know. One of the biggest culprits to your house being stinky is probably pets. I have a basset hound, and when that dog dies, I am not replacing her because I want my house to smell like rich people's houses. You know how there are actually signature scents that you can get now. And my particular signature scent in my house is Basset Hound. So there's something else about, that's not the only thing that makes your house smell. The other thing that can make your house smell, uniquely yours, is your own body. Your foot odor and the pee on the bottom of your toilet and your shoes and, how often do you fart in your own house? Probably all the time. And you know where that goes? It goes in your couch cushions and in your drapes. Not only that, but I've noticed that different ethnicities, you go into their houses and they smell a little different. And there's nothing bad about that. Like, I think Caucasian people smell distinctly like Pizza Hut Supreme Pan Pizza. Their BO does. I associate like different smells with certain foods. Like sweaty balls, to me, smells like Taco Bell tacos. Don't ask me how I came to that conclusion, but it was a weird night. So anyways, I'm getting off subject, but anyway, so, I'm cleaning up my house. I bought 15 Glade plugins. So now my house smells like a mountain fresh breeze and a little bit like Fritos because of my dog's feet.
teenage boys.
Oh, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Yes. So, okay, mountain fresh breeze. So I also clean my house. I'm getting ready for a party here. That's where I'm going. Okay, so I clean the house. I scrub the baseboards. I got the stains out of the carpet, and got all the dog hair out, and then I called the cleaning lady. And men do not understand why you clean their house before you call a cleaning lady, but it's basically because you pay them by the hour. And there are certain things that I am not going to do that I'm going to pay a cleaning lady to do, like scrub my toilets. So I got my house cleaned. Next thing I need to do is buy a shitload of food. And I have a taco bar. So now my house smells like sweaty balls, mountain fresh air, and Fritos. And the party was really nice. There were tons of people, my ex-husband and my brothers and my dad and all my ex-family. Every undiagnosed narcissist that has ever been involved in my life was basically in my backyard eating tacos. But there were also a lot of teenagers coming in and out of my house, and it was wonderful just to see these 18-year-olds in the prime of their life on one of their happiest days, just mingling around and going out to the backyard and then going out front and side, and they were also beautiful. So the party was good. The next day, I was cleaning up the backyard and the front yard, just going around the entire property, picking up cups and plates, and I had my dog beside me, and she starts smelling something in the side driveway behind my car. And I go over there and look, and it's a pair of thong panties on the ground. And so I grab a stick and I pick it up. And I do my best lady cop CSI. And these panties have been rolled off someone's legs. Whoever was wearing them was very excited right before they came off. Freshly. So I put them in the garbage. And I asked my son, I'm like, did you see those panties? He's like, oh yeah, one of my boys pointed those out to me. I'm like, well, why didn't you get rid of them? Like, when what? I had a million questions. When was that? When did you see him? He's like, oh, sometime in the middle of the party. I'm like, how did they get there? This was in the middle of the afternoon, and there's like people everywhere. Like, how did these panties get on the ground like that? He's like, I don't know. I was busy. I didn't see what happened. I said, well, what's your best theory? He's like, I think maybe they fell out of the cleaning lady's car. Like, the cleaning lady came last Wednesday. It has rained 10 times since then. It's definitely not the cleaning lady's panties. So it's a mystery that will probably never be solved.